Hello. Today we will create a project automation on Notion. We will start with two databases, one for the projects and the other one for the tasks. And we will create some templates for the projects and also link them with some tasks that should be auto-generated whenever we are creating a project. I will also have to include a form intake where we will just input, the user input the information for every project they want to set up, and this will add this to the database of projects and also will start or trigger some automations that are gonna happen. Okay, so let's start first with creating our projects database, where we'll just use the normal command for database, and we will choose full page because I want them to be each of them in a separate page. Then we're gonna call this one projects DB, which is projects database, and here this is just gonna be called projects. And let's rename the name property to project name. Okay, and here we're gonna add the type because we will need the type of the project. And in the type, I'm gonna just have events, which is the events project. We're gonna have a launch, like a project launch. Okay, and actually not projects, but I mean products. Okay, product launch. And then we're gonna have another one, which is let's say the another type of project that we need. Um, let's say client projects, client request. Okay, so I'm not happy with this one actually, but I just want to get done with it. Doesn't matter really. What matters is the automations that we will make. So let's put it on events. And over here, we're going to put an assignee, which is the person who's going to be assigned, or, the projects manager, the PM, which is a person. And what else we gonna need? Of course, we need the start and end date. Otherwise, this is not a project. Project start date, okay, and project end. Yeah, we're gonna also need the project team members, and then we're gonna need the project end date. Okay, this is end date. I'm just gonna call it start date, end date. That will be easier for everyone. Okay, and then we have the project brief, which is project description. Okay, I'm gonna pull the project description here so that we can have it close to the first one. So this one is gonna be festival of music. Let's just call it, have some fun with these names. Festival of music. It's an event, of course, and I don't want to see the icon of the pages, so I'm just gonna deactivate it. Okay, now we have the description. This is a festival. Festival, obviously, it's festival. It's not some other weird event. And then we have the PM, who's gonna be me, of course. I'm always the PM. And the start date is gonna be 4th November till the let's say the 18th of November, which is tomorrow basically. Then we're gonna have other team members. This should be actually people type. I'm gonna put it on persons. Yeah, that way we can just flag or insert as many people as we want. I don't have a team on this workspace, so I'm not gonna be able to experiment with this one. Anyway, now what we're gonna need is create the tasks database, which is gonna be a full page database called tasks.db. And over here, we're gonna call it tasks. Okay, this is gonna be the task name. And here we're gonna need to have the project. Okay, we need a relation because we need to link it with the projects database so that we can link them together. Okay, and I'm gonna have it as a two-way relation because I also want to see the tasks. I want to see the projects, the tasks on the projects one. It's gonna be called tasks. Now we add the relation. Okay, and this is gonna be task one, and this is task two, this is task three, and this is task four. I'm gonna also hide the icons, the pages icons. Okay, that's better actually. And over here, I'm gonna choose the project, which is the Festival of Music. And let's say all these four tasks belong to the project Festival of Music. Okay, here we're gonna have the person assigned to each task, which is a person, assignee. Okay, here let's leave it empty. And what else we have? We need to have a deadline, yeah, which is the due date. What else do we need? The status. Of course, we need the status. Either started, in progress, not started, in progress, or done. Okay. Um, okay. This is the tasks database. And we have now the projects database. Let's add some other projects. This is software IT launch, and the type is a product launch. This is a product launch launch project, or just call it launch. And then we have the PM, who's me, always me. And then we have the this one started on 3rd of November and is gonna finish on 4th of November. And over here we're gonna need some more tasks. Let's see, task 5 and task 6. Okay, and this is gonna belong to the software, of course, software product. Okay, all good now. Let's put, I don't want to put the due date at this stage. I don't think I need it. So let's just have, okay, now I need to create a project intake form. Okay, so I'm gonna create a new view, select a new view, then create a new form, create 7 questions, and then we're gonna select, let's say this is the project intake, project submission, project submission. Yeah, this is just going to be for internal use. Please use this form to submit new projects. So over here we have the project name, the type that we should select from. We have the PM who's going to be assigned as PM. We have the start date, we have the end date, we have the project team members. Actually, we don't want to put the team members at the beginning, right? Let's just remove it from here. And the tasks, actually, okay, also we're not gonna select the tasks, so just remove it from here. So we have the PM. I don't want to put the PM also, so I want to remove it. Let's make this very simple. We have a start date, description, and of course, if we want to add, let's add files like project files. Okay, this is project files, if any. This is not required actually. Okay, so this is the form. We're gonna share the form, and that's it actually. That's it, yeah. So the form is ready over here. The form is ready. We can use it anytime we want. Now, what I need to do is I need to create, you know what I need to create? I need to create templates. So basically, I want later on to automate the templates and the project creation process. So I will have to create templates for the projects. So let's say, of course, to create the template, we have to go over here in the next to the new button, and we're gonna click on new template. I will put it as, let's say this is the event project. Okay, event project template. I'm not gonna call it template, but event project. Yeah, just event project. And the PM of all event projects is me. Okay, let's suppose I am the one who's gonna manage all the event projects. And over here, the description is gonna be different for each one. The project team members, we can pre-select them if we already know who are the team members. And the start date is gonna be different, of course. So, okay, here, this is where it gets a little bit serious, because I also want each event to have its own pre-selected tasks. But as of now, I cannot do it because I still don't have the template, the templates, or you know what? Let's keep it easy at this stage. I'm just trying to experiment with other ideas. So over here, we're gonna choose the type. Of course, is gonna be events, and of course, we need a project outline to fill it. So over here, I'm just gonna have event um, event summary. Okay, this is just like, let's say I have a call out here, and this is the event summary, which is a heading 3. Then we have to input, please input the event summary. Okay, and then we're gonna have here the let's say the checklist, event checklist. This is gonna be called event checklist, and here we're gonna call it to-do list, um, task 1, task 2. Of course, these tasks, they need to be customized as per the type of project, but anyway, I'm just trying to get it simple here. Okay, so let's get, this is enough for now. Now I'm gonna create another type of project, template, I mean. This is the event project. We have it here right now. We're gonna have another project, which is gonna be the launch project. And I'm gonna choose product, of course, product launch. Launch. I think it's I'm not pronouncing it quite right, but anyway. The PM is gonna be me, or you know what? I don't want to have a PM on the product, just so that we see the difference. And then the project description, the team members. Let's put me on the team members only. And here we have a start date. I don't want to have that. And also, we need now the another outline. This is gonna be the products description. The product description. I'm gonna put it as heading 3, and then please write the product description. And over here, we're gonna have another call out, and we're gonna write a checklist for product launch, and we're gonna choose heading 3, and we're gonna have a to-do list, which is task 1, task 2, task 3. Okay, now we have this setup ready. We have 2 templates, which is enough for the test. I mean, we have 2 templates. Okay, now we're gonna go to the tasks, and in the tasks, since we will have some tasks that are you know, they are gonna be repeating for each type of project. So we're gonna have a new template for the tasks. Now this is task 1, event project. Okay, so let's assume that this task always has to happen in the events project. Always I should be assigned. The due date should always be, you know what? Now date when duplicated, and date include time. Actually, no. I don't need this. So the project is gonna be the event. one second. So once, no, I shouldn't put a project over here. Otherwise, this is again not going to be a template that's useful for every project. So let's leave it like this. Task should be in not started. Yeah, that's fine. I'm fine with this. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Okay, the task one should be a task. Of course, we need to have more details after we set up this thing, but just right now, task description, and that's all I'm gonna have for now. Okay, task description. Please input your task description. Okay, of course we can have as much content as we want here, but I'm just getting something easy. Okay, I think I'm missing something. I cannot remember what I wanted to add over here, but anyway, let's put it as task 1 for the events project. Now we're gonna have task 2 for the event project. Okay, I'm just acting as if these tasks, they always need to happen whenever the type of project is event. Okay, so yeah, this is fine actually. Let's just call it the same so that we see the difference, and that's it. Heading 3, okay, I'm fine with it. Now I'm gonna have another task for the product project. Task 1, product project, okay? And this is a call out, product project, and this is task 1. And now we're gonna add another template for task 2, product projects. Okay, and here we go. We're gonna have me again over here, and then we're gonna have a call out, and then we're gonna have okay, task 2, products projects. Of course, we can add whatever we want over here. Okay, so now we have 2 different tasks that should belong to different projects. This is enough for the test. What I need to do now is I need to have an automation on the projects database. Okay, so this automation needs to be auto project or projects automation. Let's just call it projects automation, and then we're gonna have when the trigger is okay. Here's the thing. What we want is whenever someone inputs a project, they insert a new project, we want something to happen. Okay, so we want the tasks to be assigned to the same project and to put the same people who should be assigned. So for example, here what should be is a page is added. Okay, should be a page is added to the projects database. This is the trigger. What should happen after the trigger is we need to add pages to the tasks database. Okay, and we should add them as okay, here's the thing. We need to add another trigger over here because if we don't add a trigger for the type of project, there is no way we can assign the corresponding tasks to the correct type of project. So we have to add another trigger here where the type is when the type is events. Okay, when the type is events, we're gonna have done. Okay, when the task type is event, and I'm gonna call this one event automation. We're gonna create tasks that are event project task 1, and then we also need to select the project, which is the trigger page. Okay, the trigger page should be the projects corresponding to these tasks. Okay, and the status we should set it on not started, and the assignee should be the, let's say, is me, should always be me because I don't have other team members here. Okay, now I'm gonna add, I think this is enough for the events. Yeah, this is enough. Okay, by the way, there is another better way to do it. If we want to use the formula, we can use a formula over here, and we can have all those conditions at the same time. But I'm just gonna have, since I only have two automations, I'm just gonna have two automations and enable this. We forgot another thing, which is that we need to add another page for the task number 2, because we also have second task. So I was missing this. Now we have task number 2, and we need to have the status as not started, and we need to have the assignee, who is me. Then we're gonna enable this one, okay? And now I'm gonna create another automation for the product automation, okay? Here, this is gonna be any page added where the type is product launch, okay? Then the action is adding tasks to the task database using the template for task 1 for the project, and assignee should be me, and the project database project related should be the trigger page, and what else here? Status should be not started. Okay, and I'm gonna duplicate this one to make it easier and just change this to the product task 2. Okay, we have task 1 and task 2 and the trigger page, then all set up. Okay, now what's gonna happen is the following. I'm going to use the form actually today. Share the form. Let's copy the link. Let's fill it from the web, because why not? I mean, that's better actually. So I'm gonna fill this one from the web. Although I'm connected, I don't want to be connected, but that doesn't matter. So project name is, let's say it's called Halloween Festival. Okay, and then the type is event, of course. It's gonna start on 1st of November and it's gonna end on, I know this is not, this has nothing to do with Halloween. I don't even know when is Halloween actually, but anyway. Project description, this is the the funniest event ever, and it should be. Then we're gonna submit, and we're gonna see what happens in the backend. Okay, now we submitted our form. We are gonna go to our database for the project, see what's happening here. We have Halloween, we have the event, and we have the description, and here we go. We have one task. Why is this one? Why is it called one task? Why do we have one task? See, it happened. The task linking happened, but I only have one task. I think something's wrong with the automation of the event. Let's edit it. Add page 2. You know what I forgot? I forgot to assign it to the project trigger page. Yeah, that should be it, actually. That should be it. So here I just gonna have to do it manually, but let's go submit another project. Over here, let's submit another project. And this time we're gonna still do it with the automation. Let's call this one webinar. Webinar, because webinar is easier. Start date, end date, and webinar about Notion. And then we're gonna submit. Then we go to our database. Okay, it's gonna show up over here, the webinar event. Let's wait for it. Where is the webinar event? Okay, the webinar event is here. See, we automatically have the 2 tasks related to it. We can even check from the task database. See, this is task 1 and task 2 for the webinar. Okay, here is the webinar. Then we have the tasks as we set them up with the template. Okay, so we have the template and everything. This is how we automate the task creation. And yeah, for notifying the people who should receive, I think we can also add the notification in the, for example, event automation. I can add another action to send an email. Okay, to send an email to, by the way, I'm not sure why this is not working. I noticed this yesterday. Active. I noticed this yesterday when I want to add a Gmail notification. I'm just gonna discard for now, and we're gonna go to the event one, another action, Slack notification. Yeah, we can just use the send notification to specific people, which are whoever we want, and then we can write them a message over here. Yeah, and that's it. Delete and cancel.